Hello, good evening, friends and madam. Myself, Prakash, studying final year in LLB Vijaypur. Today I am giving the presentation on the topic of offences relating to marriages. So, firstly, I'll give an introduction and followed by the relevant sections and landmark judgments, and at the last conclusion, I'll start with the introduction. So it's the most common topic all of us might have heard, but still we have to know the rules and regulations and remedies, whatever related case laws and all. And firstly, I want to tell that marriage is like something which the two lives are bonding together to make sure that they have a secured life. But nowadays, especially related to the women, some almost 90% of the times in case of marriages, women are going to be suffering. So on this, I want to dictate there are several offenses related to marriage. They are invalid marriage, mock marriage, and bigamy, adultery, criminal elopement, seduction, and cruelty. And first one is the invalid marriage, which will comes under the sections 493 and 496. Wherein 493 section it's like invalid marriage, wherein for the benefit or it's like cohabitation or for the purpose of intercourse, the person who sorry, excuse me, the person who cheats the woman on the name of marriage, but it is actually not a valid marriage. So it is called a invalid marriage, and for this For this, we have 494 section, and it will also be considered as a rape under section 375 class 4. And for the punishment is 10 year imprisonment for 10 years, and related fine will be levied. The ingredients are deceit or causing false belief, cohabitation or sexual intercourse with the person causing such beliefs. And in section 496, men or women who have an intention to deceive or by fraud induce women or men go through the ceremony or marriage which she knows that no valid but still performs that ceremony of marriage, and one party does not know about the fact that that marriage was done by fraud or cheating. So it is comes under the 496, and the punishment is the same as of the 493 section. For the ingredients of the intention of dishonest or fraud or deceit, and party was aware of fact that the marriage was not lawful or not valid. And another, it is what Bygame has said, the related sections are 494 and 95. Bygame is which when a man or woman performs second marriage during the subsistence of the first marriage and it is illegal in India, and relationship arising from the same marriage is not valid. Bigamy is an offense under the Indian Penal Code only when the husband or wife is alive, and it is also offense if it was performed by the consent of the first husband or wife. Even though if we have the consent of the first wife or first husband, we have done a second marriage, then also it is a offense. But still, if we couldn't went through the court and all, it is running in our country still now. But we might have observed in our environment also. And then the few exceptions for this bigamy are when the competent court declared the first marriage was void, then the husband or wife continuously absent from 7 years and shall not hear anything whether they are alive or not. And before the second marriage takes place, he or she has to give information about his or her first marriage, and the second partner should be aware of the fact or have knowledge. See, this is the exception for the bigamy, wherein Until 7 years, they are not in touch and they don't know any idea where they are living or where they are, with whom they are staying. If this is the case, sometimes bigamy is not acceptable. This is the exception for the section 494. And then the adultery, as we know already, it comes under the 497. Nowadays, it is very common. Anyway, we have more complications on this topic. I want to just give a glimpse on this. Adultery means the sexual intercourse or physical correlation between the married person and other than that who was not his lawful spouse, even though whether the women are married whose husband consent to it or is without consent, unmarried or with a widow, then he shall be deemed as he committed an offense under this section against a husband in respect of his wife is termed as an offense of adultery. And, and some landmark judgments related case laws are this is Yusuf Aziz versus State of Bombay, All India Record 1945. In this case, the appellant was prosecuted under Section 497, and as soon as complaint was paid, he approaches the High Court of Bombay, and there he contended that the adultery law violates the fundamental right of equality under the Article 14 of Indian Constitution. Then the Supreme Court held that Section 497 of IPC is valid and it does not give license to the woman to commit adultery. See, this is what the landmark judgment on the adultery. See, equal rights of human rights should be equal for both men and women. So, in this case, what is the decision is the Joseph Swine versus Union of India is also similar case for this. So, sorry, that the judgment is this case has been decided five judges bench and Honorable Justice Deepak Mishra that now the husband is not the master of his wife. Sorry, ma'am. Excuse me. And that anyway, I have observed, ma'am, all of us are debating on that same matter only. It's not the responsibility of both not only the responsibility of males, also there is a like without one hand, without two hands we can't clap. There should be a two hand. So men and women both are the reason for the cruelty, whatever the adultery, whatever it is. So same this landmark judgment has been happened. So equal rights have been established. Anyway, still there is a complication on adultery as well as the rights. So this is the case law. And then next case law is justice in the case of K.S. Puttaswamy and ANRV Union of India. This is what legality which postulates the law need legitimate state interest, proportionality, rational nexus between the object and the means of adopting. The decision was taken on this case was Section 497 of IPC becomes unconstitutional because it violates the article mentioned under the Indian Constitution, that is Article 14, 15, and 21. Section 198, subclause 2 of the Code of Criminal Procedure Code, which contains the procedure related to the offense of adultery, shall be unconstitutional. And then Section 498, which is related to the cruelty, this section states that whoever takes or entices away any woman from her husband or guardian with wrongful intention or to have sexual intercourse shall be punishable under this section is the imprisonment of 2 years or fine. Section 498A. This section states any type of cruelty done by her husband or family which makes his wife try for suicide or treating her very badly or demanding for dowry or anything related to dowry, then shall be punished for the term which may be extended to 3 years and also liable for fine. Okay. And ma'am, actually I have done with all the sections since 493, 96 sections are related to the invalid marriage or map marriage, and bigamy is related to 494 and 95 section. Adultery is of 497 and 498 is of criminal elopement or seduction. 498 is of cruelty. And the conclusion, I am coming to the conclusion lastly. Conclusion is matrimonial offences are multi-causal and multi-dimensional in nature. It is impossible to justly address them with a straitjacket method. It transcends beyond culture and socio-economic status. However, there definitely are underlying common factors. The rising cases of matrimonial offences against women have their roots deeply ingrained in the indifference and negligence that is primarily the result of general acceptance of man's superiority over the woman, which is evident from the gender specificity of the nature of these offences. And finally, thank you one and all. If any mistakes or some distractions, sorry for that, madam. I hope I have done well, not up to the mark.
No, it was
Yes.
good. It was good, Prakash. Any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಯಾರು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕನ್ನಡ
Sure, sure. Tell me, ಹೇಳಿವ್ರೆ.
ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಿನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಮಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಂಗಿಕ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿನಕ ನನಗ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು?
ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಅದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ರೇಪ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 493 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಮೋಸ. ಅದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಶಿ ಡಿಡಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೂಫ್. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ರಾಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಲೀವ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಮದ್ವೆನೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಡನ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್, ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಅ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವಳು ನಂಬಿರ್ತಾಳೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಮದುವೆ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳು ಮೋಸ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಂತ ಅವಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು